Hello, 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 and welcome to Games in a Snap. That's right, we're back, hopefully. Hi there, welcome on in. Thank you very much, Board Builder, for that wonderful raid. Board Builder hosting, of course, the unofficial pre-game to Games in a Snap. So, welcome on in, welcome in. Now, I have to wonder what's going on here because it seems like I don't have people loaded up. Let me fix that quickly. See, normally this is done a little bit ahead of time. Welcome on in, Minxie Rose, and thank you very much for that 27-month subscription. Wow, that's a bit long. You've been following that. Well, you've not just been following it. Let's face it, you've been organising this for a while with us. So I need to now fire things up. This is where it's going to start getting a bit nazi with me, isn't it? Please hold, caller. We'll have this working momentarily. Let me load in our participants and let's start up the streams. Have we got streams? We have Wolfie up. We have got Teddy up. And do we get a full complement of 3? We do! We have Tails as well. Excellent. So, there we have our 3 wonderful builds. I nearly said 4. But no, not today. Today, we unfortunately only have 3. However, they are 3 wonderful people. 2 of which you will recognise the names. 1 of which new to Games in a Snap entirely. Just to make things interesting. Your call is important to us. Please stand by. Exactly, you see, Bob. You get it. So, we are going to stick a couple of hours on the clock, as we traditionally do over in these parts. And I think I shall broadcast and tell everyone that we're going to be starting reasonably soon. Starting in 30 seconds. Or so. That's right, folks, we're going to get going pretty quickly. Did I? No, I didn't broadcast that correctly because I can't spell. That will have worked better though. Hi there, Coaster Cook, welcome on in. How you doing? Let me see if anyone has their chat up. They don't, I don't think. Let me just do a quick something for one of our participants. Okay, we'll get that. I'll learn how to type and chat at the same time. Yes, so let's find out. We're not going to be starting quite yet then, because I need to wait for Tails to get back in. Actually, I don't really need to wait for that necessarily, do we? However, saying that, she is back in. Let's get her into the correct room. So all this will work. And then, let's say we start in, not very long. Let's have a countdown, folks, for Planet Coaster in a Snap Summer Screams. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they are off. That's it. They have got just 2 hours to build a Summer Screams. Remember, folks, we were asking for a hotel, a transport ride, and a lake. That's right, a transport ride, a hotel, and a lake. So we're starting off. Teddy is straight in with the terraforming tools. Straight away, we might have to use the backup stream for Teddy. We're getting some stuttering there. However, it is what it is. You know how this goes with backup streams and stuff. Let's go over to that backup now and see if it helps us. If it does, we'll go back and flash back to the normal one and see if that's still viable. Teddy is doing his Bothermates impression. That's right, Minxie Rose. Also this evening, hopefully, we should be joined by a co-commentator. I should hopefully have a board builder in chat in a few moments, probably after first interviews, knowing how these things work. So yeah, you've got both Wolfie and Teddy going straight for the lakes. Both of them really sort of leaning into that terraforming tool. Now remember, you will know Teddy Radco and Wolf Girl Gaming 64 if you are Games in a Snap regulars. They are both very accomplished in City Skylines, both trying Planet Coaster in a Snap for the first time today. And then you have Tails and Wings, who is a wonderful Planet Coaster player, just trying her very first Games in a Snap event. So as you can see, Tails and Wings is going straight for the hotel, trying to get that in, trying to get some rooms in, going for what looks like a decent sized pattern of rooms. Is she stacking them? Not yet, but certainly looking towards a rather dense hotel. Now, is she going to try and get this functional, connect those up to the lobby? I would love to see that. So chat, tell me, what would you do? You've got a transport ride, a lake, and a hotel, and the theme is Summer Screams. What would you be doing if you were in one of these three wonderful people's shoes right now? And let's have a little zoom in, because we can see Wolf Girl Gaming 64 there has got the lake started. She is starting to build in some water. Now, they've had 24 hours notice roughly of this, of what the wheels spun. Remember last night we spun those wheels. Minxie will be doing a boat ride around said lake. Yes, there is a Jungle Cruise style boat ride, I believe, in the transport ride section, so you would be completely legit to do that. Tails and Wings is, as we can see, starting to stack those hotel rooms on top of each other. Now, of course, they just look like blocks at the moment, but with some scenery magic, they will look much more spectacular in time to come. Now, we see that Wolf Girl Gaming has already got her lake up. That's sort of going. She's starting to just sort of finesse that, really getting used to those terrain tools. I'm seeing a lot of use of the push tool. There are other tools that could be handy as well. There are a right litany of terrain editing masterpieces in this game. Also, I am going to make reference a lot to Skylines, because that is what two of these builders play, Teddy Radco and Wolf Girl Gaming 64. Are they going to realise that you can build archways using the terraforming tools? You can build archways, you can sort of overhang terraforming stuff, you can overhang terrain. That's what I wanted to say. Something that we saw last time from Bob Amates to huge effect. Coaster Cook there agreeing with Minxie on the idea of a boat ride around said lake. Coaster Cook even suggesting cross around the lake to the hotel, so you would put a second station in. Now, I have told our wonderful builders that the second station is not absolutely required. As long as it is a transport ride and there are no blueprints, that is fine. So sort of zooming back out, let's have a little look at what everyone's doing. Tails is building out that hotel. Jarrow Zero, welcome on in. This seems like quite a difficult mix of modifiers this time. It's never easy. The wheels are always going to throw a bit of a spanner in the works. And of course, we've got three people new to Planet Coaster in a Snap. Two people very new to Planet Coaster. I believe Teddy's only had the game for a week or two. Wolf Girl Gaming 64, I'm not sure, but I know that she has. They have both, the two on your left of your screen have done Snap related activities before. The person on your right, Tails and Wings, has not. But she does know Planet Coaster very well. In fact, incredibly well. Oh, I'm enjoying this coffee. Yes, finally a coffee with real milk in it again. Very real milk. And I suspect that I am about to die at Minxie Rosie's hands for saying that. So we're seeing Wolf Girl Gaming 64 starting work on her hotel. So really putting the effort in to get those mandatory parts out of the way reasonably quickly. Great use of the grid there. So she knows about the grid system. That will come in very handy, no doubt, as we go on today. Minxie Rose is jealous, but is only coffee you like black? I'm not drinking black coffee. I'm drinking coffee with very proper milk in. Because I didn't have any milk at all for the last few days. So, either way, I see Teddy putting an island in his lake. Now, this could be interesting. Is he planning on putting something on that island? Are we going to be seeing an island hotel? Making wonderful use of the leveling terrain tool there to sort of build a plateau. Hi there, Winder TV. How are you doing? Welcome on in. So, sort of zoom back out a second, look at what everyone's doing. We've got Wolfgirl Gaming 64 with the with that hotel now. How is she planning to connect that up to the park entrance while being on the grid? Is she planning to do the whole thing on that grid? Would it be wise her sort of moving across to a different grid, moving across to the grid from the entrance? Who knows? We have Tails building a spectacular hotel. No sort of view into that into the lake nor the transport ride yet. Nobody's sort of giving any hints away as to what transport ride they're going for yet either. Maybe that's something we should ask at some point in the not too distant. And speaking of not too distant, shall we go and have a chat with our participants in a moment? Oh, Winder's very busy with wedding stuff. 8 days to go. 8 days indeed, and yet still finding time to be here with Games in a Snap. That is absolute dedication. Thank you very much for being here, and hopefully you have the best day of your life. And that goes to both of you, of course. So, with that being said, let's go and have a chat with Wolfgirl Gaming 64. Hi there, Wolfie. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm very well, and yourself?
I am very well, thank you. I'm seeing a lake and the start of a hotel.
Yes, yes, the entrance and the lake. Yeah.
Excellent news.
I figured I'd get a couple of them out of the way really quick.
Yeah, that's probably a wise move there. So, what do you think to the? I was going to say go head to custom, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to build anything that isn't custom.
I just saw it and was thinking, oh, she's scrolling down there. So, what do you think to what the wheels spun for you?
I've never built a hotel before, so that's going to be a very big challenge. But the other two, I think I've got ideas.
That's great news. So you're up against obviously Teddy Radko. You've played against in a Cities in a Snap, and Tails and Wings, who's never been in a Snap. Have you seen what either of them can do in Planet Coaster? Have you seen what do you think to your competition?
It's going to be tough. I know that much. I'm not sure what we can do, but I know it'll be tough.
Isn't it always the way, though?
I know.
Yeah. So, for those who don't know who you are, because you're very rarely seen you've yet to be seen in Planet Coaster and Snap, would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us what you do when you're streaming.
Wolfgirl Gaming 64. I mainly play City Skylines, but play also other simulation games. I'm fairly new to Planet Coaster, so I'm gonna have fun with the paths, I'm sure. Also play other games like Stardew Valley and Sims as well. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, excellent. And so, what do you think to the theme of Summer Screams as well?
I think I've got some ideas. Just mainly a lot of rides that make you scream.
Well, one can but hope.
So, yeah.
I mean, it would be nice.
Yeah, I was glad that the lake came up. Let me tell you, for my idea, I'm glad the lake element came up.
Oh, I can well imagine.
So, yeah.
So, would you like to divulge any of your idea at all, or are you hoping to leave that a little bit later?
I'm gonna surprise you guys.
Ooh.
I do have an idea. Whether it works in practice is another thing, but I do have an idea and concept for it.
Excellent. Well,
Be a bit vintage. There's your clue.
Oh, vintage. Nice. Well, with that, I think what we'll do is leave you for a few moments and chat to you around half time. Thank you very much for your time,
Okey-dokey.
Wolfie. So that was Wolf Girl Gaming, everyone. That bot doesn't look like it's running, Minxie, and it looks very broken to me, and I don't know why. Like, the button I normally click that says connect to Twitch isn't there. So I don't know what the devil's gone on with StreamerBot, but it no work. Oh, Coaster Cut, this does need a good trimming. Hi there, Kiggy. Right, Kiggy, how do you make StreamerBot used to have a connect to Twitch option? I am convinced it did. What happened to the connect to Twitch option in Streamer.bot? Because you're the one that convinced me to use it, so I am blaming you, Keggy. And Pumpkin, because obviously we always blame Pumpkin. Honestly, you haven't seen the most recent updates to it. I am going to very quickly look this up then. Hi there, bud. Oh, it was more Pumpkin than you. Oh, you're blaming Pumpkin, are you? Fair enough. Right, Wiki. This is it. We're going to do Get Quick Started Guide. Connecting it up to Twitch, yeah, okay. Select your platform, Twitch. We can do this. Folks, we can do this. There shouldn't there? Right, platforms. Twitch. Account. It's lost the account. Oh my word, it has lost the account. Right, that bot's not going to work today because I am not trying to set this back up again. Our bot is down for the day. It's going to take some setting up. And it doesn't look like it's working. So, with that, I will have to say that there are links down below for Discord. Please do follow them. What is Teddy doing? Teddy has got, by the looks of it, a monorail on the go. A monorail that's going to go through a shark. So he's going through his transport ride right now. In fact, let's have a chat with Teddy and see exactly what he is doing. That would probably be the wise move right now, wouldn't it? So let's say hello, Teddy. How are you doing?
Hello, Londa. How are you doing?
I am very well, thank you very much, apart from a myriad of technical issues, but that's not a problem at all. We'll cope with it.
Yes.
So I'm seeing a lake, I'm seeing a shark, I'm seeing a monorail.
Yep.
You're definitely sort of starting to tick off a load of the boxes, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm making Sherpy Lake Island resort, or a hotel. I guess it's not going to be a resort really. So I'm making Sherpy Lake Island resort, and you can only access it with the monorail. So.
Oh, so your monorail is going to be useful.
Yes.
Excellent. And of course, for those unfamiliar with City Skylines, Chirpy is the City Skylines mascot, loved by all. And if anyone tells me that you don't love Chirpy, you're wrong.
Yes. Basically, a viewer, Sophia, commented that the island that I first had drawn looked like a bird, so then that's all I needed to start piecing the things together. It needed to be an island shaped like the Sherper. Hello, Krieger. Yeah, give him fiery eyes from Road Anarchy.
Nice. So Well, I'm seeing something very different on your screen right now, but sure, we'll run with it.
Oh, it's showing the game, right? Yeah.
Oh, we've got the game back again, yeah.
Oh, yes. Good.
So,
yeah.
I mean, for
There's not
those
much
who...
more to it, honestly. I'll just try
Yeah.
my best to get something nice and interesting done in time.
Yep. So for those who don't know who you are, Teddy, especially with this being Planet Coaster in a Snap, something you've sort of not done yet, would you like to
Yes.
introduce yourself? Tell us about your stream. Tell us about what we'd normally see if we're coming to a Teddy stream.
Yes, I usually I'm more frequently playing City Skylines. I'm a bit of a nerd for that game, but recently Minxie was so kind to gift me a copy of this game, so I'm now playing Planet Coaster in a Snap as well.
Excellent. Yes,
Yeah.
I think. Thank you very much, Minxie. And yes, I think the words "do coasters" got uttered a lot.
Yes, the Do Coasters got me in the end.
Yeah, that you see, we get everyone. We get you all. At some point, we'll get you playing whatever game we come up with next.
Yes.
You could end up playing, I don't know,
Yeah.
Planet Zoo maybe, or Minecraft.
Yeah.
It depends what people want, and we'll
Yeah.
just make Teddy play it.
Yeah, imagine. At some
So-
point, I might go back to loading screen simulator, City Skylines, but
Oh yeah, I remember Loading Screen Simulator.
yeah.
So we've got suggestions of Boardcraft and Maestro. I mean, to be fair, Denmark's probably quite a bit further north than most of the UK, depending on parts of Denmark. Am I right, or am I just making a fool of myself?
Oh wait! What are we talking about? Denmark?
We had someone suggest that you sounded rather northern.
Ah, yes, almost. I can see Denmark. If I go to the highest hill near where I live, I can see Denmark. So
Fair enough.
not quite.
Not quite. Just if you threw a chirpy hard enough.
Yeah. If I threw it very hard about 1,000 times, I could probably throw it to Denmark.
Ah, I see. So not that close.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, other than that, obviously you're up against Wolfgirl Gaming 64, who is a fellow Skylines player, and Tails and
Yes.
Wings, who has yet to take part in a Games in a Snap, but is a Planet Coaster player.
Yeah, that worries me a lot. Nobody told me there would be Planet Coaster players. Nah, it's fine.
No,
I'm
no.
just kidding. Yeah, I'm
You
just
see,
kidding.
we won't tell you everything. We're not that nice.
Yeah. I can tell, yeah, I know. Unfortunately.
Oh,
No,
I see.
but
I
this is
see
gonna be really
Minxie's
fun. I'm
corrected
really
us all.
happy to try. I've been having a lot of fun, trying this game, and it's remarkably intuitive in many ways. Like you can, it's. I didn't think it would be so easy to sort of just pick up and
Yeah.
play.
And obviously, having sort of learnt the terrain tools reasonably well in this game, clearly, what do you think of them as opposed to the Skylines ones?
I wouldn't change anything in City Skylines if that's what you're talking about. But I think it's definitely very interesting. There's some things I would really like to have more of. Editing of a terrain is really interesting. Obviously a lot of you can do underground stuff in this game, for example, which I mean I already know that you
Yeah.
can make really cool stuff with the terrain here, but that's
You can. And,
yeah.
and I don't want to sort of make you nervous or anything, but the terrain master Bob80s has rocked up in chat.
Oh yes, yeah. Bobbin is
for
the
the-
terrain sculpting guru.
Oh yes, definitely indeed.
Oh yes, this is the thing. I just remembered the thing. The thing I would want in in City Skylines. Look, you have this amazing tool called Smooth. can just select segments and smooth them out. Now it's probably not going to make a huge difference for a monorail, but this is. I was trying to make a roller coaster earlier, and it just was so nice and satisfying to use. Even though I understand you can also probably just break whatever you built with it, but this is a feature I could get used to.
Yeah. Right. So, any mod makers out there, the smoothing tool for Skylines, please. I'm sure there must be one. Anyway, that I think I've taken up more than adequate amounts of your time, so I'll chat to you probably just after the halfway mark.
Okay, good. Right. Good to know.
Thank you very much. Yes,
thank you.
And that, folks, was Teddy Radko. So, Maestro's suggesting that we have a smoothing tool for Skylines. We call it Cuboid. Minxie is asking where Q is when you need him. Probably an island, knowing Q the way I do. Definitely sort of, Jarrow, I would definitely recommend taking part in Games in a Snap. Either Planko or City Skylines, whichever you like. Teddy's very much got to grips with Planko. I'm very impressed. Anyway, I think we have one more person to talk to. Now, unfortunately, her voice is not great at the moment, so I'm going to be asking questions, waiting for a typed answer, and then getting an answer back to everyone. So let's hope that this works well. As we say hello to Tails and Wings. Hi there, Tails. How are you doing this evening? Just to give you a couple of questions to type answers to in one go. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us, well, we know Tails and Wings, you stream, I believe, Planko mostly. I'm sure that I'll get corrected if I'm wrong on that. And if you'd like to give us a little bit more sort of understanding on what you do on your channel, that would be wonderful. Also, you're going up against Wolfgirl Gaming 64 and Teddy Radko, both of which very new to Planet Coaster, but veterans in Games in a Snap. Now, this is your first Planko stream. Wow. That I wasn't aware of. Sorry, I stand absolutely corrected. I'd just seen so many of your creations, I thought you streamed it a lot. But yeah, you're going up against a couple of Games in a Snap veterans who've played Planet Coaster once or twice before. And then obviously you're a newcomer to Games in a Snap, but I believe quite accomplished, and certainly on the strength of what we're seeing now, quite accomplished at building buildings in Planet Coaster. So what do you think to your competition? So far you've built 3 coasters in Planko and a few buildings before Games in a Snap. Ooh, that... I've seen your stuff. It's far too good to be 3 coasters and a few buildings. I am looking at this one now and it's looking fabulous. So you're getting all the support in chat as well, by the way. Yeah, Jarrow's saying Tails went from not having the game to putting out top level interesting stuff in only a few months. That's impressive. And sort of looking at the detail on this hotel even so far, it's fabulous to see, and going straight in for the lighting. So what do you think to the wonderful selections that the wheel gave? Sirius is saying probably learning by watching all of your streams. Oh, you do hold yourself to high esteem there, don't you, Sirius? Maestro Chan saying only support Minxie. Bob is giving words of encouragement of go on Tails, you got this. I've got to agree. I think all 3 of you have got this. Very much so. You're like, oh, we're doing hotels, that's going to be another first for you. Well, that's been a first for everyone, and thank you very much for the help in the Snapchat, making sure that everyone at least understands what they're doing with hotels. You said our stream's not just yours, Sirius. A whole bunch of streamers in here. Oh yeah, there are. Very much so. Hi there, Luca. How you doing? So yeah, same night you went to figure out how to build hotels. That's why I like the idea. I've come round to the idea of spinning the wheels 24 hours in advance. Means I can be slightly crueler with them. Yeah, this is a lot of experience of watching others play. I kind of guessed so much, to be fair. I thought it might be. You think you took some inspiration from some Skylines builders as well? Well, you're playing against two very accomplished Skylines builders in Wolfie and Teddy. So that's I look forward to seeing what everyone does. Anyway, I best not take up too much more of your time, so I shall let you get building again. You've got just over an hour and a half left, and we'll chat again at some point just after halfway. So thank you very much, Tails, and yeah, that was Tails and Wings, everyone. Yeah, very valued. Everyone here is valued in everyone's chats, I'm sure of it. And speaking of valued people, we're going to introduce everyone to our co-commentator for the evening. Welcome on in, Board Builder, who is both muted and deafened in the chat. I'm sure he'll notice his move to the host room very shortly. So let's go back and have a bit of a look at what everyone's doing. We have got... Mistake. That's fine. How are you doing? Welcome on in, Board Builder. How are you doing?
Doing alright. How's everybody doing today? It looks like everyone's doing alright.
Oh, it looks like we have 3 spectacular builders. That much is for sure. Looks like they're all very comfortable in what they're doing. Looks like they'll know what they're up to. They all seem very... You wouldn't believe that like at least 2 of them are very new to the game watching how they're building, would you?
No, it doesn't really show in what they're doing now.
Yeah. No, I mean, you see sort of Teddy working with the path system, and it doesn't look like he's particularly fighting hard with it. Now, that's an issue I have a lot, as I do fight a lot with the pathing system in this game. And it's something that I've noticed that you're, well, a sight more competent at than I am.
Yeah, you have to pick your battles with it. You know, you're not...
Yeah.
There's no way to win every argument with the pathing system, so you just kind of have to know which arguments to try and win, I guess.
That's very, very much a... yeah, I think I completely agree with that. We've got Ignis in chat being a Saki so-and-so. Nah, they all seem very new to the game. Yeah, in fact, they all are very new to the game. I didn't realise how short amount of time Tails has been playing, did you?
No, I didn't know. Actually, honestly, I didn't know a whole lot about Tails. Wasn't sure.
Yeah.
How long they played Planet Coaster. No, people were asking me earlier today, and I was like, I know Teddy and Wolf Girl are in it, but... So.
Yeah. So
but
yeah,
that's
I
kind
mean,
of my fault.
They are 2 names that you would recognise a lot more from the City Skyline side of the community. So interesting to see what they're doing here, especially with Teddy doing Chirper Island, really sort of leaning into his Skylines heritage here, let's call it.
Yeah, he's gonna do a Skylines meme smack in the middle of a Planet Coaster lake. I love it.
And who can fault him? I mean, who can fault him at all for that one? Maestro Chan's...
we should have expected it.
Yeah. We should. But the thing is, this is Teddy. Do we know what to expect from Teddy ever?
No, I guess that's why we didn't... Yeah, I didn't have any expectations, because you're right, it's Teddy.
Maestro Chan's saying that you've seen... I've seen enough of this, I'm uninstalling the game. Nah, that's not how it goes, Maestro. You know this as well as I do. You've taken part in Snaps. and I forgot to give them the 90-minute warning. I'm only a minute late. It's fine.
89
Yeah,
minutes.
no.
Well, yeah, something.
It's close. Thank you for the hype there, Coaster Cook. Maestro Chan's wife wanted them to make her a map for Planet Zoo, and you have no idea how to do any of this, so you installed Planet Coaster to try out the tools. Well, one of the big things I would say is really, I mean, I lean on this in Skylines a lot, and I know, I can say this with absolute confidence that Board will agree with me. Learn the terrain tools, learn how to use them, spend time just practicing with them. In both games, the terrain tools are a lot more powerful than they let on at first sight, and they're a lot easier to use than people make out. They are not. Yeah. Go on.
When you mentioned the different terrain tools when you were asking Teddy about those, it made me start thinking about it. And I wouldn't want the same terrain tool in both games. They kind of have terrain tools that make sense for the game that they're in. City Skylines, because it has its own tunneling system, you're not going to need the terrain to do that. And Planet Coaster has more of a need for that than it does a, like, click point A and drag a hill to point B kind of. The hill tool that's in Skylines wouldn't be super useful in Planet Coaster either. So that started me thinking that, like, they're different, but they're appropriate for what you're going to end up doing with them.
Yes, I think I would agree with that, actually, that the terrain tools do suit the games very well. I mean, there are times in Skylines where I would like to make a cavern or a cave or something, but that's more sort of the detailing end of it for me. And I'm sure there are ways of sort of faking that kind of thing. But, the idea of driving through a cavern, it's a very, very limited thing. I certainly wouldn't swap, as you sort of mentioned, the slope tool or the flattening gun or any of those, just to be able to slope up and then build terraces is something I
suppose
like
a nice
doing
mix of all the features would be good, but neither one of them would be best for both games. I think they're both good for the game that they're in.
No, I think I would absolutely agree with that.
So far, we've got a monorail and a Jungle Cruise boat ride thing. I wonder if we're going to see a different type for the third one, or if it's going to be a monorail or a boat.
Now, neither of them have gone the route that I was thinking of going down for this. With a lake, and this is purely based on a park that used to exist not too far away from me, called the American Adventure. But they had literally a lake, a train round it, and then sort of set up American-style areas. And I was thinking, instead of doing the future ones and all of that, just focusing in on the Western one and having the Western-style train as a scenic ride around the lake. So I kind of wonder if we're going to see that, but I've seen no one go for any of the desert maps. So it'll be very interesting to see what's coming. I noticed that Wolf Girl Gaming 64 is looking into the Summer Screams theme, which is wonderful to see. We've got the Ferris wheel out over the lake on those piers. We've got one or two more flat rides going in now. I wonder if they're going to get skinned up, or if we're going to sort of see some lore around the lines of, hey, this is a summer fun fair. Which would be absolutely valid and a really good way of sort of trying to limit how much work you need to do.
Yeah, I'm honestly a little bit surprised to see somebody putting in this many extra rides, considering the 2-hour time limit, and everybody's new to the game. So it's I think it's really ambitious to go for other rides as well. So
I think so.
Maybe they'll get themed.
If you're not going to go for other rides, how are you going to convince chat that this is Summer Screams? Because with sort of just a transport ride and a hotel, I think you'd struggle to convince me that you'd met the Summer Screams objective.
It depends on how expensive the hotel is. If it's very, you could sticker shock somebody into screaming, and yeah, could
Yes,
just be
I
scary
suppo-
expensive.
So the Disney route is what you're saying there.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
How much money do you want to spend? No, just hand me your wallet and I'll hand you the change. No, there's no change.
Yeah, just let us know how much you want to spend, and we'll point you to your room.
Yeah. No, I get that entirely. Minx is suggesting that this being Wolfie, she's not surprised at all. Honestly, if you're not going to skin them up, I mean, one thing, and please chat, don't go and say anything to our participants, this is sort of us spitballing. I could make a very good case for saying, you know what, these are rides on a pier. These are not going to be skinned up. They are like Summer Screams on a pier. This is very much a, I don't know whether you call
Location
it a spring
theme.
fair style
It
thing.
does.
Yeah,
It does look
Yeah.
to seem. It looks like a bit of a pier now that you mentioned it. So yeah.
yeah. And I wonder if that's how you sort of call it Summer Screams, because I'd love to walk along that pier in the summer, ice cream in hand, go on one or two rides. I mean, the flying scooters there is always a classic. I'll bet they're not allowed to snap them there like I used to on the ones down at Oakwood, but that's a different story. Yeah, I mean, Minxie's got a reasonable point. Wolfie could have been to Llandudno up in North Wales, or possibly one of myriad other piers. I mean, you've got sort of Blackpool piers over here. You've got this is a reasonably common sight over here. Jaro Zero is suggesting transportable rides, so these might be sort of set up and tear down jobs. Very, very possible. Either way,
looks like the answer's monorail.
it is looking like we're seeing 2 monorails and a jungle cruise. That is correct. So none of them going for the train approach. That does surprise
No
me.
train, no chairlift, no gondola, no. Okay.
I'll be honest, I didn't expect to see a gondola lift, because that requires the 2 stations and it to be basically a straight line between them. Well, you could curve it, but sort of a gondola lift over a lake is a bit, I don't know, I've never seen it done. That doesn't mean it can't be done. But it wouldn't have been, and I love a gondola lift and a share lift, so if I'd seen an opportunity, that'd be what I'd go for. But yeah, I mean, you're very right. I suppose if the lake isn't too deep, you could just drop the supports into it.
Yeah.
And hey presto, yeah, you very much could. Maestro's suggesting that Wolfie's reminds them of Brighton Pier. Yes, very, very reminiscent of Brighton Pier. I've only ever been once, but yes, I see that entirely. Sort of going down to that jungle cruise ride now. How do you think we're going to get from the pier down to Wolf Girl Gaming's jungle cruise?
We could jump, but I don't know how we get back up.
Alright, I was going to ask then, how are we getting back up then? Probably.
I was gonna say Minecraft rules. You can get down because there's water, but
Well, in which
Getting
case,
back up's
can I suggest alternative rules, which are getting back up? You just screw in some handholds to the cliff, and you upcharge like £15 for the attraction to be allowed to climb it.
that'll work.
I mean, it's a bit of a harsh way of making money, but we'll take it.
I have a feeling she's gonna come up with some sort of a path.
I think she'll come up with something more intelligent than I just did. In fact,
Yeah.
This is Wolf Girl Gaming 64. I'm pretty convinced that she will. Now that's interesting. Tails has gone for a very, very short monorail. with 2 stations. So is that meant to be a sort of scenic ride? Remember, of course, there was no requirement for that second station unless transport rides require it. I did just think of that. We didn't require the second station. and we never said that it had to transport a guest anywhere, just that it had to be a transport ride. So we'll ask about that during the halftime interviews. Ignis has suggested that you don't come back up. The Lake Monster will take care of that. Now, if it was Bob building, I would expect to see a Lake Monster. I would absolutely be disappointed if Nessie didn't rock up. If it was one of the sculptors building. Now, Teddy's there. Oh, he's put his room blocks sort of next to the hotel. Could he have built those room blocks off the hotel block? Rather than...
I'm gonna have to admit that it's something I haven't really messed with in this game yet.
Yeah. Well, it's all the same as... It's kind of the same as shops. So can you get a shop and then say build off this shop's grid, this other shop's grid?
Oh yeah, you could have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you.
Yeah. I was going to say this is the sort of thing you. Yeah.
Because he did literally just build all of the rest of them on a grid
on the
with each
same
other.
grid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
Well, he's had the game for
quick.
a very short period of time.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if how many times he's opened it before this.
I'm certainly not sort of criticising at all. I'm just sort of trying to make the point that, you know, when you're newer to the game, there are tricks that you might not necessarily spot.
Yeah.
And that might have been one of them. I mean, I wasn't even 100% convinced. And I've got, you know, double-digit hours in this game. So we see Wolfie now.
Just double-digit?
Yeah, it's not into 3-digit yet, I don't think. I'll have a quick check. Yeah, no, I have a lot less hours in most games than people think. Let me have a quick glance. 65 hours, yeah. I'm only in double. In Skylines, 226. I don't have the hours that people think I have. I don't have that much time. All being honest. Anyway, talking about time, because our builders don't seem to have a huge amount of it either, given that they only have just over an hour and 16 minutes left. You've got Wolf Girl Gaming is building some steps down to her boat ride. I am liking the sort of crooked aesthetic that she's gone for as well. Coaster Cook's saying that they feel that as well. Never have enough time. No, I agree. I absolutely understand that one. We've got Tails doing some beautiful decoration of that hotel area. Like, really stunning. And then what's the ride that she's put in there? I don't think I know. Oh, it's a small Ferris wheel. Facing the back of the hotel. Interesting. You've got Teddy getting out the tree gun. Now, what we've seen with Teddy is he has now met all of the requirements that the wheels set. He has a transport ride in, he has a lake, he has a hotel, and he's got over half the time left to do any other additional work that he wishes to do. So that's very good going. Obviously, that shark. Now, I wonder if he's tested the monorail to see if it goes through and clears that shark. Because I'm not 100% sure it will. Which is interesting.
I don't know. I haven't played with that set piece. I usually just use the little shark animatronic one. The one that jumps out of the water at you. I haven't used that one.
Oh, yeah.
I would hope that it is a standard, quote, doorway size in this game. So that if it's placed correctly, you can run a ride right through it, but... Maybe...
that's what I'm hoping, but it looks to be a little bit low. That track looks to be a little bit high in the shark's mouth, so it might not get through. We see Tails there.
It is always
sort of
a good idea to check your clearance.
Oh, always. We have Tails there using the traditional method of, I want to make a smaller bush, so I'm going to sort of hide some of it underground. To sort of make up some very dense flower beds. Jarrow's saying you can fit a ride through there. I'm glad to hear it, although I wonder if a dive coaster would get through. I'd be interested. Especially, I think in this game they're 10 seat wide, aren't they? They are Griffin.
Yeah, what about a dive or a wing there, Jaro? Do you know? You can get a wing through it?
But I suspect a monorail should go through reasonably easily. Especially if it's sort of the... Most rides, yeah. Yeah, like, you know, you're not going to stick a Ferris wheel through it. That'd be impressive.
That's something Bob would put a Ferris wheel in a shark's mouth.
Well, I mean, in theory, you could, you know, those hubless ones. That's not out of the question.
Yeah.
You know, have the sharks, you know, and then have the wheel run through the shark's mouth. And then just for sort of maintenance and disassembly, you just have to disassemble one piece and unhook it. So it'd work.
Yeah.
So we've got Wolf Girl Gaming now sort of working with the grid system. If you were allowed to give any of our participants any advice based on what they're doing so far, what would you advise as someone that's both taken part and sort of commentated a few of these?
Oh, wow. You know, all I can really... I don't ever want to tell somebody how to play the game, especially if they're like this new at it. And I know that I couldn't give them any like tips or anything like that, you know. As far as like the competition mindset, everybody kind of seems to be on track. Of course, I don't know how much decorating and theming is intended by any of these people, so I don't know if any people are actually ahead or behind, but like you said, Teddy's already got all the boxes checked. I think Wolfie just needs to work on the hotel, and
I mean, Wolfie, I think they've all got everything. Tails' hotel is in. You see the building on the right of Tails' screen? That is the hotel.
There is a hotel block in there? Okay.
There is hotel block and room blocks in there.
Cool.
So that will function as a hotel.
Decorate it up. Everybody seems... I mean, Wolfie's got to get that path connected.
Yeah. I mean, the one piece of advice I'd probably give to Wolfie is learning about how to use the grid. I think she's trying to use the grid at times and possibly gridding off different pieces. Oh, now I like that. Okay, I'm going to hush my mouth there, because what she's just done with that sort of diagonal staircase, that's lovely. That I really like as an idea. So yeah, I will take that away. Yeah, Jared's saying Tails has ticked all 3 boxes too. Yeah, I agree with that. I know that Teddy has. I think Wolfie has as well. I think they've all got the wheels done. I think the wheels are now sort of out of the way, and it's a case of decorate up or add to the theme of Summer Screams. Remember that theme, because that is so important.
Having been in the snaps before, that's really kind of the advice that I would have, is try and get the objective done in the first half, and then you can iron out any issues that you may have had, or you've got some wiggle room if you fall behind on time, things like that, and then just decorate and lean into the theme more. I actually kind of recommend people spend the last like 10 minutes or so just doing something really simple, like trees or something like that, so that you can just kind of decompress a little bit, but it also gives you the chance to look all over the place and notice any mistakes you may have made and fix them up real quick. And you can stop
Yeah.
doing trees in the middle of doing them, and it doesn't look that bad.
Yes, I think I'd agree with that. Sort of spending that time, trying to portion out some time to look over what you've done and go, would I, is this up to what I want? Not in a sort of self-critical way, but have you missed out on something that you wanted to do? Have you sort of tried to get people to walk through a wall? That kind of thing. Really
Yeah,
sort of.
I've had,
Yeah.
I've left part of a coaster underground, like in the ground.
I wasn't going to
dirt.
mention that one. I wasn't going to mention
Nope,
that
I
one.
did. I
Yeah,
did
that's
that.
fine. You're allowed.
It
You're
happens.
allowed.
But
Yeah,
you,
I
you,
think
you should use your time to double check that and make sure it doesn't happen. And
Yeah.
that goes back to the whole idea of check your clearances, people. Make sure that you don't run coaster through a wall or a tree or monorail through a shark or anything like that. Make sure
Yeah.
that you don't impact anything. Just double check it.
Yeah. Now we're seeing Tails and Wings doing a lot of really nice colours, and sort of using the copy paste and rotate method, and then kind of meddling with parts themselves. So she's doing really a very sort of constrained build, but a very, very floral one. So that's
There
that's
wasn't
certainly-
any requirement to make it a big, gigantic build, right?
There was not. Absolutely
Well-
not. I think this is a very, very good strategy. And
Yeah.
certainly, the level of detail that Tails is putting into that is it's quite sort of extraordinary.
Yeah, it
we've
is
got
easy
comments.
to accidentally bite off more than you should be chewing in such a short time frame. So to do a small one,
Yeah,
isn't a bad idea at all.
Tell me about it. Been
Yep,
there, done that, got the t-shirt. Both of us.
Yep.
But no, as Bob and Winder have both commented, that colour palette that Tails is using is fabulous. Like, not overdone, plenty of variety. Looks kind of like a wild garden, but very well tamed. I don't know, almost like what a horticultural society would call a wild garden. We've made it wild, but it's still pristine. However, pulled off really, really well.
Yeah.
Like, there's no obvious repeating patterns there. Even watching this get done, there's still no obvious sort of repeat of pattern. It looks very...
It's
very
really hard to do
organic.
that, especially if you're copy pasting.
Oh yeah, incredibly difficult. Cook, get a second monitor up and get playing then. If you're itching to play, do coasters. Yeah, there's Teddy's hotel that he's showing off there, as well as getting
Duke, I
some
don't think
other
your boss will
stalls in.
care, but corporate might.
Well, details, corporate, schmorporate, whatever. Do
Point the camera somewhere else.
It's fine. You're doing research. Well, I don't know what your job is, but you're doing research. I'm sure we could claim Planet Coaster as research.
Yes.
So what we're seeing from Wolfie is, I think, mostly done that staircase down to the Jungle Cruise ride. Definitely, that looks viable and workable. Trying to just get in that queue line, make sure that that's all right. So, yeah, get that queue line in, get the exit path sort of done up. Now, does she? I'm not sure. That looks legit. That looks connected. That absolutely now looks connected. What
It
did you
is
think,
connected.
Teddy pointed out that he'd like to see the smoothing tool from this game in Skylines. What are your thoughts on that as an idea?
Okay, so I don't know a whole lot about in Skylines, but aren't there kind of things that can make the elevation step equal and make the curves, kind of equal and smoother?
Well,
and aren't there
yeah,
mods that
that's-
kind of assist with those things? They don't act the same as click here to here and smooth everything in between these 2 points, but they kind of do, because I know that one part of the network multi-tool, which is one of like the 3 mods that I've ever used, is this node, smooth the elevation in
Yeah.
between them.
Yeah,
Right?
slope tool. So yeah, you've got the slope tool. You've also got in network multi-tool again. You've got the ability to build curves, build loops, so you can build a lot of your networks out pre-smoothed.
Yeah.
But certainly, I
And then
can
I was
see a case for sort of some smoothing. Does Road Anarchy and Skylines have some smoothing? I don't know. I know you. The reason I bring this up with you is that you sort of said that the console version of Skylines does some smoothing for you, that the PC
It does
version doesn't.
It seems to a little bit, and I may be completely wrong. I'm not 100% sure on that. It really feels like it does have just a little bit of leeway in smoothing out just the little jutters. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. But
Possible.
it definitely made me want to get Network Multi-Tool just to smooth
Yeah.
out the elevation.
Yeah.
'Cause it feels like
I
the
mean,
elevation was done for you on console. A little.
I mean, sort of going off topic, that is one of the mods I do recommend to anyone starting to mod Skylines. And also, because I know that Board and I have talked about this a lot, if anyone ever asks me what's my mod list for Skylines, I won't give it to anyone. And that's because I don't believe that one should use someone else's mod list. Jaro's saying that Move It definitely has smoothing. It has some form of smoothing, I think. Windows
Some of the projects I've seen out there in Skylines, there is definitely some smoothing. there's some
there
way to do
absolutely
it.
is.
It may not be
There-
as
there has to
aggressive
be.
or the same format as it is in coasters, but it's
No,
there.
there is
Yeah.
smoothing. There has to be.
Can you use Node Controller to do banking in Skylines?
Yes, you can. Yes, you
That's
can.
one I don't have. I've just seen Samus mess with things so much that yeah.
Yeah. Jarrow's apparently missing Skylines, however the PC isn't. Yeah, my PC knows that feeling very well. Minxie can relate as well why you upgraded. Nothing to do with the motherboard pooing the bed. Not at all. Kiki, well, we've just had this conversation, Kiki, a bit ago. And while you say it's a shame that the terrain in Skylines isn't... While you're saying it's a shame that the terrain is not like it is in Planko in Skylines, I think I disagree with that. I think that the Skylines terrain works really well for Skylines. I think you've got to learn the tools, but I think they work well. Like, my advice would be sit and spend an hour or two learning those tools and read the descriptions. The tools have actually got decent descriptions, and that, folks, is halfway through.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes. Shall we, talking about being halfway through, shall we go and have a conversation with our interviewees, with our builders? I think we should,
Yeah.
folks.
Yes, we
I
should.
think first off, let's have a little chinwag with Wolfgirl Gaming 64. Hi there, Wolfie. How are you doing?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. The other voice that you'll hear will be that of Board Builder. He has
hello.
he has graciously
Ben.
agreed to help me commentate this and give my voice a bit of a rest. So, how are you doing? Halfway through?
Doing good. Yeah, halfway through. I think you can kind of
just-
see where the concept's coming along so far.
We can. The question that we've all got is, which British pier is this being modelled off?
I don't know. I don't know. Don't know which one.
Because
Maybe
we've heard I mentioned Blackpool. We've heard Llandudno in chat, or I should say Llandudno. I should say it properly. We've heard Brighton pier mentioned. So yes, generic UK pier.
Yes.
Excellent. There we are. Minxie types
I'm
it as
having
I
fun with the
say.
path in, as you can see, trying to get the stairs down to the water
Yeah.
ride. Transport ride was a bit fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
path
pathing
tool's
in this
always,
game is. It's different. It plays by its own rules.
Yeah.
Let's sort of make that. Let's say that, shall we? So, how are you getting on? How do you think you're doing on time?
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
That's not what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear that everything was fine and
That's
perfect and wonderful.
That's not good.
I think I've got this
Well,
really structure done, so it's fine. It's fine.
You
It'll
do.
be fine.
You do seem to have a lake, a transport ride, and a hotel.
Just the
And-
entrance. Does that count?
We might want to see some rooms as well.
Yeah.
Might be.
just might.
Might be something we'd like to see.
I don't think they could sleep in the lobby.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
Very true.
I would sort of. I don't think they're supposed to. I mean,
No.
there have been times where I've kind of had to, but that's a
Does the
different story
zoning board
altogether.
count it as a hotel if it's just the lobby and has no room?
I've,
Will be a hotel.
probably. It's fine. Yeah, put enough benches down, they'll sleep in the lobby, says Minxie.
Oh,
That
okay.
I can agree with.
That I can
no,
do.
Yeah. No, I do
Oh, it's
think
a train
some
station. Okay.
rooms will be cool. Done that one.
Not had to do that yet.
Oh, it's an experience. Especially when, okay, passenger trains are finished for the night, but then you've got freight trains going through blaring the horns. That becomes
Ooh.
interesting.
I like a good freight train. It helps me sleep, that noise, funnily enough. Especially North American ones, though, with the loud horns.
Yeah,
It depends on how close.
And there's no sarcasm
gonna
in
say-
that. That's seriousness, all seriousness.
When one's only
No,
10 feet
I
away
enjoyed-
from you, though.
No, I like the rattle as it goes past. Like everything shakes. Yeah, helps.
Rocks you to sleep.
Yeah.
There we are. We'll go with that.
Okay.
So, Summer Screams theme. I see Summer in the pier and I see Screams in the rides.
Yes, we've got some
Yeah.
thrill rides, which there'll be more of.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
So,
we've
I
got the most
suppose with-
thrilling
Yeah.
wheel, I do believe, as well.
Yes, the roller coaster wheel. Over water.
Yes,
Because why not?
why not?
Can someone just get a spray bottle and spritz Ignis with some water for that one, please? Just please. Anyone?
What did you say?
We just need to spritz Ignis. He's making potentially dirty jokes in chat.
Oh,
Because Dingus, basically.
oh, right, okay.
I mean, you know what he's like. You've met Ignis.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, Minxie, slap him with a wet sardine. That's fine. We can take that. We'll run with it. Ignis, we know that something about that was dirty.
Usually
It's
I
you.
say Ignis behave. It usually works.
Ignis, behave. It's not
Yeah.
working here. It's not working for us.
Ignis,
Right,
behave.
with that. They are, Ignis. You've been told to behave by Wolfie as well. With that, I think we probably ought to leave you be for a short while and let you carry on with your remaining 53.5 minutes or so of building time.
Okay. Great.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, folks, that was Wolfgirl Gaming 64 halfway through, and very much a theme in sight, which is wonderful to see. Cook, you're not helping. You're not helping because I've now got that voice in my head, and that's not helping. I mean, thank you for trying, but, you know.
Thanks, Cook.
Yeah. I suppose what we're saying is that Cook is trying. Very.
Yep. What is
Right.
Teddy up to? I thought his
Well, I'll
monorail
tell
was
you what.
done.
Shall we find out? Hi there, Teddy. How are you doing?
Hello.
I thought your monorail was done. Hi, Teddy.
No, I'm redoing it. redoing it. We're redoing it. It's gonna be smooth.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Doesn't work.
I need a smooth monorail.
taking on the smoothing challenge in Planko. That's
Okay, so I messed up royally here, but it's fine. Oh shit, the game crashed on me.
lovely.
Interesting.
I'm sure we will see that game crash in a few seconds. Gosh, how far behind is that? Oh no, we've seen it now. Okay, this stream isn't that far behind. Well, let's
Interesting.
hope that you get. Let's hope that autosave worked.
Yeah, does this
And
game
can save in
autosave?
here.
Yes.
It does by default.
So maybe
Yes, it does.
that's gonna save me a bit because then I don't have to redo my monorails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the autosave.
you-
No, well, when you have a big park, it can kind of take a second.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when you have a big park, it can kind of do what it does in Skylines, but not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do occasionally sit there thanking autosave,
Resume
Or, you know,
autosave.
or you're in
Yep.
the middle of something and you go, "Oh, hello, autosave."
Look at it.
Okay,
And
we're
it's
a
really smooth.
little
Okay,
bit-
I'm not gonna touch that. This is smooth enough. Look, it literally
do.
saved me. The game crash literally saved me. It's insane. The game is
Oh,
really-
no.
Where it was.
it's really helping me. It's really trying to tell me, no, you don't want to do that. This is what you want to do, and it works.
Yeah.
That's like the
So,
most
talk-
helpful game crash I've ever had, I think.
So in terms of time, how do you feel you're doing on the timing?
Yeah, pretty good, I think. I still have to make buildings, I guess. I need to
Yeah.
figure out where to find the building parts and so on, but it's fine. I'll figure something
Actually,
out.
let's ask a question that we don't normally ask on this, because normally we kind of make an assumption here.
Yeah.
How many times have you opened up Planet Coaster before this stream?
It was the
Less than
second.
3?
It was the second time now that it crashed.
So you'd never opened it up before taking part? Is this what you're telling me?
No. I opened it up the first time today before we started.
All right, I knew he would do that. Called it.
All right, board. You absolutely did call that. Actually, you really
All right,
did.
what do I win?
What do you win?
Let me think. I'll tell you what you win. You win a chocolate bar in the shape of a frog that happens to be a very poor lead singer of a Queen tribute band. That's right, you win
Just say
Fredo
it.
Mercury.
Oh no. Oh now I need to figure out how to make theirs. Oh no. It's
Right.
fine. I'll figure it out. Oh shit.
Yeah.
But this game is really like fun.
Teddy!
It's like remarkably intuitive if you come from other like building games, like sort of how to
Thought
build.
you'd like it.
Yeah, it is.
I just
it is.
didn't think that, Snap was literally the first time you were. I mean, I guessed it, but I wasn't hoping.
I mean,
that
I
it would
played
be
around with it,
literally
like-
the first time you.
Yeah, I played around with it like maybe 1 or 2 hours before, so I could like just familiarize me with the tools and the terrain, like in the.
You
camera and
installed it this
stuff like that.
morning, basically.
No, I've actually had it installed for a while, but this is the first time I've been able to play it. So this guy needs where somewhere.
Okay.
No, done here. Oh yeah, yes. Incomplete. Place entrance. Look, I'm
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah, give him. Bob says give him a month and he'll be blowing minds out here. Yep.
He already is. I
Yeah.
mean, folks, what you're watching here, just to make this very, very clear, is a man who opened up Planco an hour or two before. You know, let's say he opened it up about 3 hours ago, and this is the kind of stuff he's building now. Just run that through your
Kirby
minds,
Lake.
folks. And he's already sort of got
That
the
means
terrain
this
tool
game
down.
is. Yeah.
Oh,
Well done, Frontier. Actually, you
It is,
present
yeah.
a very good point there,
and
Board.
Teddy.
Well done, Teddy, of course, but well done, Frontier, for making this game work such that someone can pick it up this quickly.
yes, absolutely.
Like that's yeah, huge props there. Yeah, Bob's
Anybody
putting
in
a-
chat that is having an issue with the game, remember this is Teddy, and Teddy's Teddy.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean,
you know,
Don't forget
there's a
that.
lot of that too. But
yeah, like okay, you know, 3 hours in Planet Coaster. How many hours in building games in general, Teddy?
Oh yeah, that's quite so much more. I'm afraid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Roller Coaster
probably
Tycoon
more.
3 skills help a lot in this too.
Oh yeah, I've
Weird as that is.
Yeah, I've played more of the
Yes,
1
they
and
do.
2, but yeah, so it's also kind of remarkable how much that stuff helps, even though that's a completely different type of builder. But you sort of know that I built the monorail, I need to put an entrance and an exit, right? Like kind of stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I mean,
So-
don't forget that Frontier are the company that made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 as well.
This
Anyway.
is true. This is true. Yeah, I thought I recognized it. Oh, that's
Yeah,
oh,
well.
never mind. That's fine. Oh shit.
Right, and with that final expletive from Teddy,
Oh, I'm
Shall
sorry.
we,
Oh, damn it. Oh no, not again. I'm just.
no, that one's fine.
Yeah, I realized
Anyway.
I was doing paths now, and paths seem to be pretty tricky. Paths are not the easiest to do.
Yeah,
no, they are not.
they are
Quite
not.
the topic today.
They are quite the topic in every Planet Coaster in a Snap. They are quite the topic every time any one of us plays Planet Coaster.
Yeah.
I mean, for some reason, one of the two people that you're speaking to, Teddy, seems to have got paths down to a point where they can kind of get them to work,
yeah, that's.
and I'm not that person.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you have to pick your arguments with it.
pretty tricky.
Yeah,
Can't really figure it, but it's different. It's a learning experience. So far, I'm having fun. So even
well, that's great. I think on that note, we'll say thank you very much. You've got about 45 minutes left,
yeah,
and hopefully we'll see some summer screams out of you.
yeah. Oh, the game music restarted. I just realized. Okay.
Oh, it does that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Chat to you soon.
Yeah. Talk to you soon.
Hey.
Hi, Teddy.
Well, that was interesting. So we've got Teddy there, who's that new to the game. So we have got some folks in chat suggesting Minxie is asking for you to give Teddy a path tutorial. Really, I'd say make a YouTube video on paths, or just don't you
I'm
give
not
path
that
tutorials
organised.
basically whenever you play anyway? Thank you very much,
Yeah, if
Hockey
you
is
stop
Cool
in and I'm building
7272. Yeah, thank you very much, Hockey is Cool 7272 for that follow. Coaster Cook likes you love the pathing. It's not perfection, but miles better than RCT2. Interesting take. I can see that because you can at least put curves in. Gyro Zero, pathing system unchanged in Planco 2. Yay! Depends. I mean, there are things I'd like to see fixed in a Planet Coaster 2. And I would say the pathing system's one of them.
Daro, if that was a statement that came out today, I don't know if I would be sad because we got the same pathing system or happy because it'd be confirmation of the sequel.
Oh yeah, I would love to see the sequel.
Yeah.
Do you know what? There's something
but if
even
they
more
announced it in a
pressing.
statement like that.
If there was gonna be a Planet Coaster 2, do you know the big thing I really want? Turntable stations. I want my Rapids and my Log Flume to be able to run with turntable stations. I know it sounds weird, but that is such a weird thing to not have.
I want exit station, entrance station, exit station,
Yeah,
and split station and dual station.
yeah.
Not only ones that have an entrance platform and an exit platform, but ones that also have the double side.
Yeah, dual-sided platforms. I mean, you could make the argument that why not just make a station that looks like it's dual-sided and only ever use one side of it and just claim you're doing a Six Flags park. Yeah, track splitting
two-sided
and
station at a
maintenance.
Six Flags park and then just use one side.
Yeah, exactly. So just build it to look like it's a two-sided one. Wouldn't help you with Alton Towers because the last I heard they were still using both sides for Air, or Galactica as it's now called.
Hershey uses both sides for Stormrunner.
Oh, Stormrunner has two, does it? I've never seen a Intamin Accelerator with two. Anyway, shall we have a quick... well, this is going to be interesting because we're going to be asking Tails questions and I'm going to be getting DMs with the answers. So let's sort of go in there and start that going. So let's say, hi Tails, you've got both myself and the other voice you'll hear is Board Builders. Hoping you're
Tails.
well. So, yeah. How do you feel like you're doing on time? You've got about 41 minutes left. Thank you, Jaro, for that confirmation. I haven't been up there in years, which living half an hour away, I should. You had a bit of a panic moment. What was your panic moment? And hi there, Giggle, as well. Welcome on in. Giggle, of course, joint winner with Teddy for The Last Cities in a Snap. And it had to go to, for the first time ever, had to go to a tie-break vote. So I'm still calling that joint winner. Forgot to activate the sequencers before making a blueprint. Ouch. So you've got sequences in as well as the lake. I am massively impressed. What are you aiming to do for the Summer Screams part of the theme, though? And yeah, Giggle, I can't wait to see what's going to come out of this. I mean, what we're seeing right now is exquisite already. You're hoping you've got enough time for a ride or a coaster. Building a coaster from scratch in the last 40 minutes. If you pull that off, I will be incredibly impressed.
It may not be that big of a coaster considering the scale of everything else that we're seeing here.
I completely
we noticed
agree.
the small monorail that I love, so it could be
that is fabulous.
Small. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very small, sort of perfectly formed park. Loving, you're getting a lot of love out in the Games of Snapchat for your flower palette, for the colour palettes of your flowers, and especially for how they don't look like they're repeating. That's incredibly difficult to pull off, especially in such a short time scale. So, I mean, that's incredibly difficult to pull off anyway, to be fair. And what a beautiful hotel as well. So how do you think you're doing on time? Do you think you're sort of ahead, behind, roughly on time? And Minxie's suggesting that hotel you're seeing Torquay. Minxie, you're just seeing Fawlty Towers. It's going to be tight. Do you know what? The timing is always tight on these. We never make it easy. And yeah, as Jarrow says, bear in mind Tales' voice is healing, which is why we are doing these interviews over chat rather than necessarily over voice, just to sort of try and help look after Tales' voice.
Yes, thank you for being able to make it to this despite that.
Yeah. I think with that, we'll probably, because it is going to take longer to type out answers than to speak them, we'll probably, thank you for the heart and for the love, we'll probably sort of leave it there and give you the remaining sort of 38 minutes to get some building done without having to chat to us. So thank you very much, and we'll see you at the end. And I can do this. I can do this. That's good news. Right, so we have got 3 incredibly different builds here. Fabulously different, wonderful, all of them. Remember, all 3 reasonably new to the game. Tails, the one with the most experience in this game, has got 0 snap experience. The 2 builders on your left have got games in a snap experience, but with city skylines. Also, one thing, has anyone, I mean, I mentioned it last night, what do people think to the idea of us having this sort of more teal background for Planet Coaster in a Snap, so that you can see it's Planet Coaster in a Snap versus the blue that we use for cities in a Snap? What do people think to sort of that change of colour idea? That's excellent, thank you, board. Yeah, Jarrow, we do try. We love to try and, you know, anyone that wants to take part, we love if we can to get them in. There are 1 or 2 people we've unfortunately, I hate to say it, not realistically managed to get in, which is a crying shame. But we do like to be, you know, as inclusive as we can. The idea that anyone can take part is always wonderful.
I think we need a Gulpysaurus on the background, or a King Coaster. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Actually, now that we've got the different backgrounds, we could always sort of put Chirper up on the Skylines one. We could put Gulpysaurus up on this one. We could really start playing with that, couldn't we? Oh,
you know what? While we've got chat. Hey, chat. What's your favorite Planet Coaster character?
Yes.
Just say them. Yeah, we're not gonna.
Yeah, come on, shout them out. Well,
yeah.
to poll it, I'd have to know what all the characters were. I'm not that good at knowing them all.
Yeah, we'd have to narrow it down to 5 if we were to do a poll. Minxie says Foxy.
Yeah, no surprise there from Minxie. By the way, can we just notice something? Tails is going for it. Tails is going for a coaster. What kind of coaster are we seeing here? This looks like a wing coaster of some description. It looks like a B&M wing coaster.
By the layout, looks like she's going to launch it.
Yes, I would agree with that. Now, is that going to be a normal launch, or is that going to be a swing launch? Either way, what a good move. Yes, Jarrow, the paper cutting mat vibe, I know exactly what you mean. I used to use them for cutting mounting photographs. But
We
yeah,
have one of our work
So-
tables that in the workshop that has the grid that the measuring grid across the whole
Excuse me.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be, well, the original idea, Minxie, was blueprint. You know, the old blueprint paper, like you saw on Mythbusters. It was supposed to be that, which was hence the ruler, the lines. But we can evolve. And the whole joke behind that, the whole thing behind that was that it was when Minxie and I took over running this, it was under construction and we wanted to sort of do an under construction vibe. And it kind of stuck. So, yeah, it works like that. Works very well. So, we are seeing Tails put in a coaster. Now, hopefully she tests that, because even with a launch straight out of the station, I don't know whether that would... I don't know. What I do know is it looks very, very twisty, very compact, very unusual, yet I like it.
Wondering if it's going to be full circuit or if it's going to be a shuttle.
Well, I think we're about to find out. I think we'll come back to that in a moment, though, because I'm seeing Wolf Girl Gaming get some walls up near her hotel. Now, she's got
rooms
doors next to those rooms. Those rooms seem to have individual doors. Okay, she's worked out how to move things up and down that way. That's good going. And are we going to see... That's going to move the whole. That's going to move the whole building. And did you see it moving the red brick building as well? Now, this is one thing that those of us who've played Planet Coaster know quite well, is the whole attaching items to buildings thing. Now, is this something that Wolf is... Yeah, is this something that Wolf is going to struggle more with? Do you know, she seems to be getting it. She seems to be able to move things around, use that advanced move tool. So that's
one way to do
going.
it, yeah.
Yeah, and do you know what? As someone who's got very little experience in this game, what a great find that was.
As much as she does this kind of stuff in Skylines, she could do her whole park like this. Given enough time. Because she moves stuff like this around in Skylines all the time, so...
Oh yeah, very
she
much
found
so.
Something that she's used to doing, and rather than to try and figure out the grid system to do this. For this.
Definitely, 100%. And this is something that's really sort of intriguing with having two people who main Skylines, is just looking at how they adapt to this different tool set. How they adapt to how Planet Coaster works, and sort of see the differences. I think, you know, especially with you moving between console and PC with both games, you've got a lot of experience of adapting between not only the games but the control schemes. In Skylines, I mean, I don't think it's a big secret that the console and the PC version of Skylines are quite different. Whereas the console and the PC versions of this are so alike. Just as sort of an aside, as we come up to half an hour left, have you yet managed to try the this game with mouse and keyboard on a PlayStation?
I have not yet. I need... no, I haven't done that yet.
Well,
I need to set aside a time to...
I've had a brief look at some videos and a tiny play, but not much. And what it looks like is a lot of the interface changes to the PC interface. So that's interesting.
That means they're even more similar than we thought.
Oh,
and why isn't there controller support on the PC version? Why didn't they just do that?
Yeah, as someone that owns a Steam Deck, that would be incredible. Like, I know I'm a niche market there, but that would be incredible. Bob hasn't and won't. No, I to be honest, Bob, I'm going to spill a little bit of a secret. I find terraforming easier to do on the console version of this. I think that it's harder on the PC. I think that the controller is a really good terraforming tool for this game. So that's sort of put it out there. If people are wondering, about sculpting in this, maybe try the console version. I don't know what
am
your views
enjoying
on
the
that are,
PC version simply because I don't have the limit that I had on PS4, but you and Bob, your console version is PS5, and your item limit is higher than on PS4, and that's really the only gripe that I had on console was that. So that's why I made the move. I don't expect Bob to make the move.
No, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. So what we're seeing, let's sort of go back to everyone for a few seconds. We have Wolfie doing some building, doing some roofing over those hotels. We've got Teddy building a rather grand building at the moment. Getting in some nice sort of features there. Really sort of leaning into the multi-material aspects as well. So that's a very nice look. Again, as much as Teddy is new to this game, remember he's very, very skilled at using vanilla assets in Skylines and manipulating them, bending them to his will. Now, you don't have the level of modability in this game that you do in Skylines, but a lot of the vanilla tools in this mean that you don't need it. Like, for 90% of what people use procedural objects for, you've got that built into this game. It gives you that advanced move, advanced rotate. It gives you the ability to clip things into each other absolutely natively. You don't have to worry about any of that. So this is somewhere I expect Teddy to feel a little more familiar. Chat, let me ask chat a big question if we can... If we can. Imagine if, let's say, we could get these three people, Wolfgirl Gaming 64, Tails and Wings, and Teddy Radko, in say 6 months' time, back to do another Planet Coaster in a Snap, and see how things have changed given a few more months of playing the game. What do you think, chat? Would you like to see this match played again?
I like that idea a lot.
I really do. I think it'd be interesting to see, what would happen.
A reunion.
Yeah. And just sort of play clips of this, even if, do a 1 hour build and then sort of go through, have a chat with them.
Wonder if that's... Still can't tell if that's going to be... Oh no, it's definitely a full circuit coaster. She just linked it up. That'll be interesting. I see a coaster.
Oh, it
I'm
will.
looking at coaster.
Yeah, I knew you would see a coaster and be looking at it.
I also see big old hotel that Teddy's working on, but coaster.
Yeah.
Or
let's
hotel.
have a look at coaster. That's a
Coaster,
launch.
okay.
I see. That's a tire launch. That was why I wanted to zoom in, as I thought I'd seen the drive tires. So the drive tires go up to the vertical point in that first loop. That's very interesting. So we've got almost universal support for the idea of rerunning this match. Maybe we should ask at the end if people would be interested in that rematch.
I think they all would. I hope they all would, but you never know.
Yeah. I mean, Minxie's pointing out that Tails has made her a super cute little wooden roller coaster. Jara's mentioning that Tails makes some very twisty coasters, and we can see that here. Absolutely 100%. Minxie has just screamed out that she wants scaling out of PO in this game. Oh, yes. Yes, I want to see scaling. I would also love to see... I'll put the other wishlist item there. I want to see both building pieces and scenery pieces merged, and you to be able to build any piece on or off the grid at your leisure. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that'd be a great overhaul.
I mean, that would be incredible. Yeah, apparently Teddy will be once Minx informs him that he's interested in this idea. Wolfie, the same. To be fair, Wolfie hears Snap and goes, I want to take part. I mean, look, she's playing a totally different game just so she can take part. Teddy just gets told, and then you know, looking at how Tails is doing, especially. Yeah. Oh, Teddy. Yeah, hang on. I'm sorry. Bored. How many times have you told Teddy to do things and they've had to happen?
I mean,
Lucas,
I may have said do coasters a lot. Okay, so yes.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, you've got Lucas pointing out that the breaks at the end of Tails' coaster would be quite the thing to experience. Well, this is where I think we suspend our disbelief for a moment or two. I reckon that a real-life version of this, you would shoot through the station forwards, you'd use those drive tyres as brakes, and then roll it back, so it'd be a swing brake. That's the way I'd argue it.
Yeah, that's how.
And I've seen swing brakes and swing launches. Yeah, that's how I'd do it. Because I mean, you've seen swing brakes and swing launches. I mean, Mac.
Hey, if you're not sure, go ride your local boomerang.
Please don't make me ride a boomerang again. Please no.
I said if you're not sure, you're sure, so you're good.
I don't think we've got a local boomerang anymore. We've got a local family boomerang. We've got the new kids version. But yeah,
my local boomerang got turned into a dance floor.
My local boomerang got turned into a housing estate. Yeah, no, remember I was talking about the American Adventure earlier? That was my local boomerang. Yeah. It was called the Missile. It was in Derbyshire. So that was about an hour and a half away. Oh, hello, I'm sorry, we've got to see this. Wolfie is going for... Well, that's Summer Screams if ever you saw it. Hi, Bob. Bat just put the kids to bed. What did you miss? Everything. It all went down. I mean, Tails is building a coaster. Wolfie's putting scary doors in. Teddy's building a big dock-off hotel. Board's wearing a hat. Londo's wearing a hat.
Clown
and
Gate
wears a hat.
Messing with the Clown Gate.
Yeah. So we have Teddy there putting some windows on his hotel. How much are you seeing around Summer Screams? I mean, Tails is now leaning into that theme with that coaster that I want to see tested. Believe me, if you see that coaster get tested, let me know, because I am poking that button and bringing it back up on big screen for the test.
Well, I thought Wolfie, we would at least ride it during the interview, yeah.
Oh, we're riding it during the interview. I will be asking for that.
Yes.
Minxie reckons that hotel is haunted. I think Minxie's got a point. It certainly does have that vista about it, doesn't it?
Haunted
Wolfie's,
or expensive or both.
All right, it's a Disney haunted hotel. Two birds, one stone.
Yes. It'll scare you and your wallet.
Yeah. Yeah, no, as much as I enjoy Disneyland, I will rag on them for price. The problem is, I have to rag on Alton Towers even harder for price. Some of their stuff's even more expensive than Disney. If you're willing to believe that.
I'll take your word.
Let's put it this way. We worked out, a group of lads and I, that we could do 4 days at Disney. Remember, we live half an hour's drive from Alton Towers. 4 days
Is that
at
why
Disney.
you want the deal? Because it was cheaper than doing the same trip at Alton?
Yeah. 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 Oh, Tails is testing. Hang on. Whoa. Press the right button, Londo. Come on. We have testing in the night, and that coaster is going. It's made it through to the station. Those brakes, like I say, we'll claim that they're swing brakes. They're fine. But it's looking nice now. As this isn't a forced coaster one, are we going to be particularly tight on G-forces and things? Or are we just going to have fun? I think we just have fun. I think that little swoop under the bridge is great. No, I'm not either. There we are. I think we just go for have fun. But certainly at night. Now, this is very interesting. This is interesting. We're seeing Tails again go through, sort of start putting in some lighting. Hi there, Dolga. How are you doing? Welcome on in this evening. Ah, yes, there's a board builder in chat as well, Dolga. So there we go. Going back out to everyone, we've got Teddy building a path around his hotel. We have Wolfie doing some more beautiful decorating of sort of shops and stuff. I wonder what her plans are for some of that pathing, if any of it's going to sort of get tidied up, or if that's the intended layout. Either way, Teddy's sort of doing a bit of a walking path around his hotel. Again, I mean, other than the idea that hotel is haunted, which I absolutely buy, by the way, I'm not convinced I'm seeing a huge amount of summer screams. Does that make sense? Like in the other two parks, I absolutely see it.
But
yeah, all right. So you're seeing half.
I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah, I do wonder if he's going to address that in the next sort of 16 minutes or so. Or if there's, I mean, again, you know, if that hotel is haunted, that probably meets the definition. A haunted resort. I mean, certainly it could be haunted by the ghost of Chirper. I mean, no one would be surprised at that.
That'd be fun.
That would be hilarious. So, absolutely legit. We've got Tails there, you see, sort of placing a lot of planks. Are they the haunted house planks, do you think? I don't know. They could be hydro beams. But sort of really placing those quite hard. I don't know what the plan is for those. Don't know if that's going to become a raft or something. Teddy was just under by his monorail station. He's now getting the trees in. Ah, thank you, Wolfie. Wolfie's just put up that we're apparently an amazing streamer and we should be followed. Well, so is Wolfie, and we should all go and follow Wolfgirl Gaming 64, Tails and Wings, and Teddy Radco. In fact, as we're just under 15 minutes away, we're not going to do any interesting commentary for the next 4 minutes. Go and give them all a follow and give them all happy loves. And be nice to them all in chat. Yeah? We're not going to do anything particularly interesting.
I'll stay here and be boring.
Yeah. I shall join you in that.
Yep.
I shall comment that I've finished my coffee and therefore have a sad. I shall comment that I've got milk again from the wonderful farm, and that makes me happy. I shall comment that.
So, like,
oh,
maybe somebody out there that is a skilled dark ride creator that also dabbles in the city skyline scene could make a dark ride Escape from Chirpy, where a Chirpy chases you.
Thing is, would that have to be like? I've got the perfect ride. It'd be like. It'd have to be like something like the Cars ride at Disney, or oh gosh, what was the Test Track? You know, a dark ride to start with, and then it throws you out onto a fast section, a roller coaster style section.
That would be more thrilling, but how do you get Chirpy outside? I mean, I guess yeah.
Open the window.
Open the window. Oh my God, Londo. Open the window. Yes.
Tell Chirpy that there's a mayor that he needs to go and shout at. That's simple. Tails and Wings was putting down water splashes. Interesting. However, they appear to... Oh no, they are there. They were blueprinted up. Excellent. So what do you think? I mean, we've got 3 different, very different parks here. I'm sorry, I can't be boring for that long. We've got to comment on our wonderful builders. Oh, snap, there is only 13 minutes left. Yes, there is, Cook. And well used for Snap. There we are, Bob. Bob will do it. Bob can make us big chirpers all over the place. Oh, giggle. Now, that's the way to do it. I don't think you could do that in Planet Coaster. But yeah, do it as a basic coaster seat and have the last car be a 2-person one. In Chirpy with red glowing eyes. Thank you very much for that raid, Beartastic. Welcome on in. How's everyone doing with 12 minutes to go in tonight? Summer Screams Planet Coaster in a Snap. With 1 person new to Games in a Snap, and 2 people who've recently acquired Planet Coaster, let's say. We are not far off at all, Beartastic, but thank you very much for dropping by. And we have the showcases as well, don't forget those. And of course the voting, that's right folks. As always, you decide the winner of this, not me, not Board, not, anyone else. You are the decision makers.
Not up to me. Nope, I don't get to pick.
Aren't you glad you don't have that responsibility, Board?
I mean, I get to vote just like everybody else, but that's it.
Yeah, but aren't you glad you don't have to do more than that?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good not having to make the big decision.
So am I, because I don't know about you, but I would find it incredibly difficult to choose between these 3. And oh my, have a look at Wolf Girl Gaming. She has done the unimaginable and opened her park. There are people in there. We have people in the pier. Bob there commenting that Teddy's still managing to build cities in Planko. To be fair, Bob, I can't make a sarcastic comment about that, because I will never forget that I played Prison Architect in cities because I thought it'd be fun. Yeah, that kind of happened. So I'm not gonna sort of go around with those ideas. Anyway, folks, 10 minutes left, folks. Oh, Beartastic, talking about your RMC submission for Death Fears None. Have you heard what the next Planet Coaster in a Snap is? That's right, folks. The next Planet Coaster in a Snap, we will be giving you a wooden roller coaster on the day. That's right. Cities in a Snap players, you understand being given a map on the day. We're doing the same stunt to Planet Coaster players. You will be given a wooden roller coaster on the day with only about half an hour's notice, and then you will have to RMC that coaster up. Yes, that's right. Can you do that RMC in 2 hours? You say they.
I mean, we. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not beat about the bush on that one, board. I'm going to have to find a different co-commentator for that, aren't I? Soylent.
Yes. Hi,
Do you
Soylent.
fancy comment? Do you fancy
Hey, look, there's
commentating on that
Soylent.
one? Exactly that. But look in here, we've got Wolf Girl Gaming building up that beautiful large pier sign, really sort of putting some work into that entrance. Now, that's something that I know that you are very fond of doing, board. The large entrances, the intricacies there. We have Teddy Radko working on sort of nature pathing. Has he decided that this is not going to be nature anymore, that it's going to be wooden paths? I think he has. We have Tails there, who's got a lot of water splashy splash in this lake. Is this lake now going to be a fountain? And is
That's
that really big enough to be a
quite
lake?
a lot of water.
It is. That is a lot of water. And as much as I comment, is that big enough to be a lake? We never said how big a lake is. So yeah, I mean, Bob's pointed out that she's definitely onto something, and that sort of very constrained size really seems to be playing in Tails' favour here. Sort of really restraining herself, making sure to meet the requirements in a reasonably sort of small size is really helping her out with detail there. Then we can kind of sort of talk about Teddy's sort of more grandiose approach. I'm still interested to hear, and we will be asking this, what's the rationale behind this as Summer screams. I am sure that there will be an incredible amount of lore behind that. And then sort of having a quick look back at Wolf Girl Gaming, we've got the pier sign
just-
up,
Okay.
spelt correctly. Go on.
Teddy just looked so excited figuring out that you could make those little round path things.
Oh, did he have that look on his face?
And just like, oh, you could do that? Yep.
Yes,
Couldn't hear
yes,
him,
you
but
can.
I could hear him saying that.
No, I'm sure you'll hear more about that in the future. Yeah, Dolga's sort of suggested that maybe the time spent is the screaming part. Tails has watched every Games in a Snap, taken notes and studied time management. Folks, that is how you do time management, though. Look in here, look at that. Oh, look at that lighting. That purple lighting within that sort of gold, the gold gilt around it. That's just so regal. You know, you could certainly be scared at the price it would cost to stay in a hotel of that stature.
Yes.
And using, I know
yeah, the
these
screen
are
part.
some of your favourite lights. Oh yeah, and using some of the lights that I know your favourite sport.
The actual exposed Hollywood lights.
Yes.
Oh no, those are slightly different. Wait, which ones is she using?
I think. Oh, I don't
They
know.
look like them from this far away.
Colour spotlight.
Yeah.
Oh,
they look
purple
like
and
this
green.
ones.
What a move. They do. I don't know if they are the actual ones or if they're going to be a slightly... if they're the moving ones or something like that. I don't know. Tails is just a stream devourer. Come so far in such a short time. Oh, very much so. Very, very, very pleased to see all of that. As we're coming into around about 5 minutes away, Bob is robbing that wave idea. Oh my word, we've got theming ideas that Bob is having to rob. That is big news, folks. That is news in the Planet Coaster community. As we are less than 5 minutes away, that's right, folks, we are less than 5 minutes away from the conclusion of Games in a Snap, the Planet Coaster Summer Screams. That's right, folks, and we're going to start seeing some panicked faces, I expect. Certainly Teddy's joyful face has turned a little bit panicky, I suspect. We've got Wolf Girl Gaming 64 with that beautiful entrance, going for some artwork as well, sort of trying to lean into that very, very British pier idea. Dolga's threatening to call the police for Bob. Yeah, I mean, I could insert insert Bob's area of the country joke here. I'm not going to dox him by saying exactly where that is. Oh, she has full credit for that. Such an idea. The gentleman as you always are, Bob. Excellent. Now we've got Tails again, sort of really leaning on that exposed lighting, trying to light that hotel up in a myriad of colours, really trying to make that such a focal point. Now, would you make that the focal point?
Built...
Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely make the hotel the focal point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Teddy seems to have made a City Skylines park.
He does.
With
he
a monorail,
very much does.
like City Skylines.
Oh, 100%. Right,
Didn't
Minxie
somebody
Rose
say
has
that
just
he's managed to
confirmed
play
the date.
Skylines in Planco?
Folks, stop the presses. Minxie Rose has just confirmed the date of City Skylines in a Snap Rails. That's going to be August the 13th. That is a fortnight today, folks. A fortnight today, we are going to be doing Rails in a Snap. That's right, the City Skylines in a Snap is going to be Rails themed. And that is
Now, is
August
that
the 13th.
the Rails in a
Go on,
Snap,
son.
or is that Rails in a Snap Part 1? Is it a tournament? Or...
You will. Well, that is up to you, and by you I mean the plural. If we have enough people who want in on this, we will run that as a tournament. We will be running it over over a few months potentially. But if people want in and can't make that date, let Minxie Rose know, please. Because if we get, 8 or 12 people, we have a tournament. I know that idea has been very popular. So yeah, we have Rails in a Snap August the 13th. That has been announced for. Which means that I suspect the working date, and this is not finalised, but RMC in a Snap, 3rd of September is looking good. Again, that is not confirmed, but 3rd of September is very possible for RMC in a Snap. There are literal fireworks going off near Jero's house. What a celebration of another Games in a Snap. What a celebration indeed. What is Rails? Coaster Cook, if you play City Skylines, then we have a Cities in a Snap Rails edition coming on the 13th of August. That is an event where you will be building a city with the theme being Rails. That does not necessarily have to mean trains. There are other rails available. And then RMC in a Snap will be happening. In fact, I'll tell you a bit more about that in a bit, because we have a minute left. We have to talk about these fabulous, fabulous parks. We have Wolfgirl Gaming filling in that, using the wooden roof to fill in that pier to really sort of sell the idea. We have Tails and Wings testing that lovely little B&M wing coaster. Goes through the loop. How wonderful is that? Getting those waves in on the lake. Leaning into that. Leaning into the hotel. Really going for a very bijou park. But still incredibly detailed. Going for some lighting as we end up in the last 15 seconds, folks. 15 seconds to go. And now we're down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are done, folks. We are done. I have just spammed our participants' chat.
Down.
Put your mice down, folks. Yes, well, Teddy, we're on a bit of a stream delay, I noticed, so he will get that in a second or two. Which he has done. There we are. Everyone has done. That is our time for building complete, folks. So we are going to have a short break and then come back and do the showcases where we get to see what everyone has built, and you all decide who wins on this Planet Coaster in a Snap. See you in a few minutes. Get yourselves a drink. Get yourself something to eat if you can. Grab yourselves your med check. Make sure everything is good. Ready for us to be back in about 5 minutes or so. So thank you all very much. See you all soon. Hello, hello, hello. We are back. I am going to try and sort out Teddy's stream to see if we can use the faster version of it again for now. It does seem like we're able to. So, hello board, are you wishing to stay with us for the showcases?
Yeah, I can hang out.
That would be wonderful, thank you very much. So before we do, they're all wonderful, absolutely agree, Coaster Cook. Can't wait to see what everyone has made. Tails, well, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Tails is going to be our B for a few moments. That seems reasonable. Yeah, Teddy confirmed that this is his first time playing. We were talking about the RMC conversion. When exactly is it? When exactly is it? I can't answer for definite. The theoretical date is around the 3rd of September sometime. But I'm not promising that date. But yeah, as Minxie Rose says, always, always, always looking. We will never not be looking for people to take part in Games in a Snap. And again, if that one gets too many people, I am more than happy again to sort of turn that into a tournament bracket as well, and we'll just have to have different coasters made. So that's...
Yeah, if we have too many people, that's a problem we will definitely deal with.
Yeah,
so.
we're more than happy to deal with that. We would love to. Honestly, we would love to deal with it. Oh, September the 3rd, is that a holiday weekend for you? September the 3rd. That weekend.
Think so.
Ooh, we might be changing that to September the 10th then. This is why we need to know these things. Right, we're not going to give a date. Let's say maybe September. Because this is really August's Games in
Yeah.
August one. Yeah,
There's
Labor
going to
Day
be some
weekend.
people on their last picnics.
Yeah, let's go the weekend after then. The reason being is this is really August's Planet Coaster in a Snap. We're just holding it a bit early because it makes most sense.
Yeah.
So it might be a bit. It might be a way off because of scheduling, especially with Minxie and I. Oh, let's have a look. Has Teddy done it? Teddy has done it. Sorry, I just had to check. Okay, so that being the case, shall we start on our crusade of, well, showcasing our wonderful parks?
Yep.
In which case, in the same order that we've been doing all night, let's have a chat with Wolfgirl Gaming 64.
Hello.
Hello, Wolfie. Before we start on the showcase, how have you found playing a game that's not Skylines in a Snap?
Even more stressful.
Even more stressful. Would you do it again?
Ask me in a few weeks.
Well, all right. Let me pitch an idea. I'm going to pitch it to all three of you.
Okay.
If I were to say, in about 6 months' time, you, Teddy, and Tails come back for a rematch, having had the game a bit longer and knowing the game a bit better, would you be up for that?
Definitely.
Excellent. Love it. So at least you enjoyed it a little bit, if nothing else, then.
Oh yeah, I did enjoy it.
Oh, that's always good.
Always fun.
That is always good to hear. Well, in which case, shall we stick 5 minutes on your clock and ask you to showcase your wonderful park?
Yeah, so this is Pier Park. It has a very vintage entrance. I'm going to show off the hotel first. It's not a very traditional hotel. It's you can rent a beach hut and stay in one of those. So there's the hotel there. We've got the toilets, of course. Moving on, you've got the pirate ship ride, Dodgems, and you've got the very thrilling ride. And then you've got the Ferris wheel as well at the end of the pier. For the transport ride, we went for a boat ride, so you can have a nice little view of the lake in the middle. So yeah, that's what we went for. I'll give you a little tour on the boat so you can have a look at the view.
Oh, we always love a boat ride, don't we?
It's a very vintage for pier. It does need a bit of repair work. Also needs mechanics. A little oversight of mine, but aside from that,
details.
Aside from that,
did I see that your park was open and that there were guests in there?
There are guests, yes.
Nice.
How many guests? How do we find out?
243.
243.
Yeah, you've just hovered over it.
Yeah, 118 for park satisfaction.
Hey, that is not bad going in 2 hours. Actually having guests in there and showing some activity on the pier, which is something that I think we all love to see. Is
I think the screams definitely would be being at the top of this Ferris wheel, though.
I think so too.
I think not only is it's one of the Ferris wheel is the Ferris wheel with also rocking carriage as well. Being at the very top of a pier that's not the most safe in the world, I think that'd be pretty scary, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And there's some thrill rides there as well. There's definitely. Oh, there we go. There's the rocking bit of the car going.
Yeah. But that look. Oh yeah, he seems to be a bit.
I've never had
bit shocked by that.
I've never had the pleasure of going on one of those roller coaster Ferris wheels.
Oh, I don't think I would. I'm not a great lover of heights.
Oh, I'd be on it in a heartbeat.
But I do like roller coasters, though. I do like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got your pirate ship.
Yeah, gotta love a pirate ship. Gotta love the classics. Some Dodgems on the pier as well.
It's also very thrilling to go down the staircase as well. It's quite the staircase to get to the pier.
Yeah, it is.
I imagine it's quite creaky if you step on it.
I can imagine that it could creak the wrong way. You would be a little bit gingerly in how you stepped on it.
Yeah.
Going under the pier in a boat, that could be a little bit. You'd have to be sure that you weren't going to crash into any of the support.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Have you got any lighting as well? I wonder what it looks like.
Oh, we do. So we do have some lighting. I assume if we do that to change that to PM.
Yeah, we could set it. I think you want the tick back in that box, and there we go. Oh, we definitely have some lovely lighting.
So we've got the pier, we've got the Victorian lights along the pier, and obviously the rides are pretty lit up themselves.
Yeah, they really are.
So,
and yeah, more sort of Victorian lighting. So very reminiscent of pretty much a lot of piers in the UK.
yes.
Very, very much,
And I'll take your screenshot for you as well.
Yes, do screenshots, please. All the screenshots.
Because I think it's really nice lit up, so.
Oh, 100%. So I think with that, your time is the showcase time is nearly up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a lovely looking pier. So folks, if you want to see this pier win, you will at the end be voting for Wolf Girl Gaming 64. And we shall chat to you in a bit, no doubt.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Right, so that was Wolfgirl Gaming 64's showcase, and now we're moving on to Teddy Radko. No, you can sit there and obscure me. No, obscure me, please. Oh no! Now he's playing silly so and so's. Right, I'm going to chat with him.
Thanks, Teddy.
Hi, Teddy. I see you've done a park based on Inception.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, no, we're back. Just before we start off, have you enjoyed tonight's Games in a Snap?
Oh yeah. Yes.
I mean, I'm seeing, Chirpy that. Have you remembered that you're playing Planet Coaster tonight?
Sorry.
Ah, okay. I see your point. Don't worry, I've done the same. I've played the wrong game in a Snap as well. It's fine.
I mean,
you mean like that?
I see a park and a monorail, and like paths to walk around and trees.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And Chirpy.
Shall we say, would you do this again in Planet Coaster, Teddy?
Build a Sherpy island. No,
Well, play Planet Coaster in a Snap, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, maybe. Never say never, as my favorite Canadian music artists.
How about in 6 months?
We'll see.
How about against Wolfie and Tails again in about 6 months?
We'll see.
Once you're no longer
I'm very
all new
cautious
to
to say too much.
That's strange for you to be cautious to say much.
Yes.
Right.
No,
Anyway.
but this is fun. It's a fun game. I really enjoyed it. I love playing around with the terrain. I see what Bobem is all about with like creating all the
All his sculptures.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a special kind of it's really cool creativity game. And it looks pretty as well. Like I don't know, I just like how it looks.
Well, shall
Art style and
shall we give you 5 minutes to showcase your park?
oh yes, indeed we can do that.
Okay. Time starts now.
So this is Sherpy Lake Island Hotel. It's a park that is really, it's sort of just a hotel or a resort, I guess. I'm always building resorts in these snaps, but it's an old building. It's weird. It's a mix of different things, but it's mine. It kind of feels like home, and that's what it's supposed to remind you of. I don't know if I got the hotel to work. Nobody seems to want to visit it, but it's fine. It's a nice little hotel, has this nice little balcony on the backside, so you can watch the monorail as it passes on over the bridges and beneath the mountains, snow-capped mountains. And this hotel is sort of surrounded by sort of national park kind of vibe area with a lot of like walking paths and like viewing platforms like this here, which is kind of inspired of how I would build things in City Skylines also, I suppose. It's another one. You asked for lakes as well, and I actually made 2 lakes. So there is a second lake here on the island, so there's a bit of an inception in that way as well. There's a lake on an island in a lake. It's kind of interesting. We have a lot of trees. We spend a lot of time just placing trees. I don't know if there's a tree brush in this game, but it would have saved us a lot of time. Tree brushes are
There
great.
is not.
There is not, but
there is copy and paste.
Yeah, copy and paste though, I realized could have saved me a lot of time probably, but I enjoyed placing the trees though. It was really fun, like just mixing, and I don't know. I was worried it was going to take too much time, but we have a lot of trees. We have a scenic monorail drive here. going around the lake and through. And we should probably take a ride on it if I can figure out where it is. It's probably underground. It goes into this tunnel here, so it does this interesting. I didn't want to ruin the sort of aesthetics of the Sherpy Island, so halfway through we decided to sort of do a cut and cover and like make a tunnel through the island, which is pretty cool. See if we can get a ride view here. O is the hotkey for the okay. O is the hotkey for.
Yeah.
Ah, that's great. Perfect.
P is another another hotkey you might like.
Yeah. I've learned a few of the hotkeys, but like you know, you can only learn so much like in a short amount of time. So I don't mind it, right? It's fine. And P is the pause. I still need to find like the pipet hotkeys and stuff like. Oh, we're doing the shark, but and we entering the tunnel. This is the coolest part, I think, and the coolest part about this game in general. Like you can do these. Very easy to make like tunnels where the terrain is just as close as the sort of network allows it to be placed. You can really sort of wrap your stuff into tunnels, and that's fun.
Yeah. So, just quickly before time runs out, Summer Screams. Where are we getting the screams from? I think I can see the summer, but do you have any scream lore?
It's a shark.
Yeah, okay, I absolutely will go with that.
Is it accepted? Is it the minimum requirements for the...
That's for chat to decide. Chat has to decide on
I mean, this is probably the kind of a cringe asset that everybody uses the first time they play this game, but I saw this and I'm like, oh, I need to have that shark. That's the only thing I need to have. This was like the first thing we had placed on the map, I think. One of the first things.
Yeah. No, I saw that.
It doesn't match anything, but it is the screams.
It's there. Okay, so you've gone for that. You've gone that route. Well, I think that is time up. If you do have any night views, feel free to show us a night view.
I don't think I've looked at any night views in this game so far.
Fair
right?
enough.
Is it like 20? Is that? Oh, look how ominous. At least the building has... No. Yeah. It's very haunted mansion vibes, I guess.
Oh, look, there's some more screams for you.
There are no lights. As usual, when I build in Snaps, there is no thought about the lighting.
Fair enough.
But it still looks good, though. Oh my god, I like this. This is cool. Yes, it's my time running out.
I think that is time definitely run out.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, with that, thank you very much, and we will chat to you again in the very, very not too distant, Teddy.
Ooh.
So, folks, that was Teddy Radko. And now, what we've done for Tails is, well, we're going to bring Tails in. Let's just kind of do that now-ish. Hi there, Tails. How are you doing? Before we get started with the showcase, just wondering how you're doing. Yeah, get those rides open. Just wondering, did you enjoy tonight's Little Games in a Snap? And would you do it again? And I mean, I sincerely hope so, obviously. So yeah, as we can see, there's a night view there. Just try and catch up a little bit on chat. Silent Bob's saying that No Limits themselves host a 4-hour build-off. That is true. They have the... I thought it was 5. I thought it was 5 hours of power. But either way, time went very quickly for Tales. Definitely enjoyed it. That is great news. Would you want to do it again? That's the big one for us, I think. Soylent's trying to convince Relly to go to the dark side. What dark side's this going to be this time? I don't know. Yeah, it's 5 hour. That was a typo. Thought it was. Up for another time, but after a while. I think this 6-month idea is a good one, Board, don't you? Say after 6 months.
Yeah, I think 6 months is yeah.
Yeah, after 6 months, see if we can get Tails, Wolfie, and Teddy back for a sort of new person rematch and see how everything's changed. See how everyone's got more used to the game. I think that'd be cool. Right,
Yeah,
I'm
that'll be
going to
fun.
stick 5 minutes on your clock, Tails, just to show us a quick tour of the park. Sounds good to Tails, apparently. That's it, we're on, we're doing it. I'm going to stick 5 minutes on your clock. If you can give us a sort of look around your park, day views, night views, the rest of it, that'll start now, and I'll read out some lore that we've got. So we have an aspiring entrepreneur had always dreamt of building his own hotel at a tropical beach. After years of searching for a spot, the entrepreneur was about to give up. But then they found a lake and decided to recreate their own little piece of summer paradise. The hotel rooms remained empty, but the beach was always busy. With the beach quickly becoming a recreational hotspot, the entrepreneur decided to build a coaster on a dare. The local surfing communities have been anxiously waiting for the opening date. And it's looking like that date is today. So, what we're seeing here is a wonderful roller coaster, very busy. Obviously, people must have been waiting with anticipation, and lots of it. A beautiful little B&M wing coaster, really nicely designed, really sort of twisty and very, very unique. If we could have a ride on that, please. Yeah, the timing's right. So we have a launch coaster. We are riding Minxie. So, Minxie, board. Shall we say send it?
Send it. Hey, lady,
Send it.
with the at the thing that with the button. Can you hit the button that does
Just
the
poking
thing?
it. Here's
Just all clear. Oh, send it. Send it.
Okay, apparently it has been
Please.
sent.
Send it.
So, launching up over the inversion.
Yeah, my time delay's
lovely
way off.
pacing. Lovely pacing through that first inversion. Lovely little flick down to the ground. Back up, straight through the middle of the loop. Dropping back down into the second loop element. I have to say that pacing is lovely. You could really feel the hang, but there wasn't too much of it. So I really enjoyed that as a ride. Yeah, love sort of how to exit it. You have to go over it as well. We're getting all the send it's in chat. Those waves, that is fabulous. Saw how those were done, and that's incredible. I think we had Bob mentioning that he was going to
Yeah, Bob
give you,
was going to
obviously,
steal that idea from you.
with full credit. In fairness, with full credit, he's not going full scouse.
Hey, we're talking about it. If he was going to straight up steal it, he wouldn't have mentioned it.
That is true.
He'd have just done it.
And then we've got the lovely sort of beachfront view. People, all that activity on the beach. What I'm seeing is activity all over this place. You know, the flowers are very alive. Everyone's walking around. The tiki torches are there. There's the little sort of overpath fountains that are very RCT 1, 2, and 3.
Oh man, Relly, you're gonna have to check the VOD to see how those waves were. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, you absolutely check the VOD for that, Rally. You'll love those. The exposed
like,
lights.
well,
as well.
I think a lot of us are gonna try and
Sorry,
do that after seeing this.
Can I just point out exposed light on top of the operator cabin? Like talking about putting
love
those
that.
in the right places. How fabulous is that?
That's like
Just sorta-
light.
That's very much a, you know, I can see you doing that one day. I can see you, if you haven't already done that, I can see you having that idea away.
Yeah, so there's more than one idea coming out of this build.
Yeah. No, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but that one, I just saw that and I thought, that's a bored idea if ever I saw one. The
Right.
flowers are beautifully coloured, saying cook. Yeah. Rally's done sort of triggers before with waves. Very impressed to see them sequenced in this time frame. It's a lovely idea. You actually made a little mistake with the wave. They go in the wrong direction, so you had to turn the entire piece of water splashed 180 degrees around. Do you know what? None of us noticed. It just looks incredible. When I saw you turn that around, I thought that was intentional, because I thought it looked really good that way round. Can we have some night views as well, please? In the last not very long that we've got left.
Put all those lights up just to
Yeah,
daytime.
we need to see those. 100%. But yeah, I mean, the purple, the green there, sort of offsetting that gold. Just the opulence and decadence of that hotel. It's fabulous. What an amazing show there. And with that, I think we are coming close. Well, we are definitely at time. But yeah, carry on showing those views, because they're just wonderful. And the 5 minutes is only a kind of idea anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm seeing lights by that roller coaster as well. I'm seeing... That's fabulous. Right, well, in which case, what I'll say is, for now, we'll say goodbye for a bit to Tails. And please, again, give all of these wonderful, wonderful people a follow. They're all fabulous. Pics in Discord, I will be asking that at the full end chat, like I always do, Minxie. Like I always do. So, oh, folks, you've got some fun coming your way, haven't you?
Oh no,
Just
we have to
right now.
vote now.
It is coming up for voting time, isn't it?
All right. We got this.
You got this. Right, chat, do not do what you did to me last time. Yeah, get me? Do not make this a tie. Otherwise, well, I'll be forced to keep rerunning it. We are going to have a 3-minute vote starting now. So, who wins tonight? Is it Wolfgirl Gaming 64 / vote space 1 if you can't see in chat, / vote space 2 for Teddy Radko, or / vote space 3 for Tails and Wings, or you just watch or just use the polls? We have all night. We absolutely do have all night, Bobber Mateys. And I definitely have all night, and I will rerun polls. I've done it before, don't test me, chat. No, Dingus, no! No, let's not tie this. I mean, all 3 spectacular builds.
I mean,
we have
we can make it close.
Yeah, you can make it close, but I want one winner. Vote for the park that you think best represents Summer Screams. The builder that you think did the best job with the tools that we gave them, which were quite frankly rather mean. But you know, I blame the wheels for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there were some nice options on those wheels, just not many. But there were. Oh, here we go. Teddy's going for the post-processing. He's playing with camera effects. Yeah. So yeah, I mean we've got that wonderful pier by Wolfie. We've got the Tails and Wings Hotel Beach Resort and Teddy's Chirper Island. And it is close. I have to say it is definitely close, folks. There's the top two are separated by 1, and third place is not far behind. It could be caught up. You've got about a minute left, folks. About 1 minute to go. Tails! Minxie Rose wasn't taking part.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, Tails. Let's see it. Can you convince Minxie to take part? That's the question. Can you convince Minxie to join in? Gotta go for it.
Minxie, do snap.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to claim to have time. Oh, yes, there we are. She claims not to have time. Oh, this is frighteningly close, chat. Get your votes in. 1 vote can swing this. 1 vote could and would swing it. Get your votes in the last couple of seconds, and that is time. We have a winner. And I will drag our winner into this chat. However, we will have to interpret, because congratulations, Tails and Wings. Well done on winning games in a snap. Hopefully, how do you feel? I'm seeing a lot of cheers. I'm seeing a heck of a lot of cheers in chat. I'm seeing people trying to convince Minxie to do Snap. We're not going to try and force anyone to do Snap, right, chat? We'll joke about it, but let's not try and force the point. So congratulations to Tails and Wings. And then, great job, everyone. Really, really, really close. Right, let's drag in everyone else into our chat so that we can tell everyone else who did the winning. Let's go and move you to the host room and do that as well. Well, congratulations, everyone. That was incredibly close. Huge well done to Tails for winning tonight. Very well done to Wolfie and Teddy for making that so close.
What is...
everyone, screenshots on Discord, please. We think we have a new community. We think we have a new social media person who wants these screenshots and will actually do something about it.
What?
Yeah, we think we might actually start doing things with the screenshots.
Let's go.
That'd be nice.
I
mean, I've looked at them, but you know.
Yeah, well, we think we have things going on.
Congratulations, Tails and Wings.
Yeah, congratulations.
So yeah, Jarrow, that Discord, if you look below, is in the panels. Unfortunately, the bot's not running tonight. The bot decided to poop its pants. So yeah, link bag. It's down below. Minxie, can you just chuck the Discord link in if you can find it? Because I'm not on the right screen for it anywhere near. Like, it would take me a minute or two. Or if anyone knows Jarrow Zero personally, whack the link across to them. In fact, I'm in the right screen. I'm lying. I could just do this, couldn't I? Bear with a moment, please. No, that needs to be a never expire. Needs to be a never expire.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh, I was about to generate one and throw it at you so you can put it where.
Yeah, I've literally just done one.
Because I got no sword in this chat. I got a mic, but no sword.
You got a mic, but no sword.
Yeah.
Oh, might need to fix that. You might have to be drafty bored.
Thanks, Tails.
Well, congratulations to everyone. Quick question, Tails, are you planning on carrying on streaming for a little bit longer? Jarrow vaguely knows how Twitch works. Yeah, I get that. Deathfear's none. Okay, y'all got it. Yeah, I think a few of us have gone for different links there. Yes. In which case, let's say thank you very much for everyone for being here. Thank you very much to Tails and Wings, Wolfgirl Gaming 64, Teddy Radko, my wonderful co-host for the Evening Board Builder, all the staff members that make this happen, Minxie Rose for organising this and putting up with my mood swings, and to you, the wonderful chat, the wonderful people who make this all worth it. And with that, what I think we're going to do is we're going to send a raid across to Tails and Wings.
Yes.
And
Oh,
we
very
will do the same.
Yeah, I'll do the same as well.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. You are wonderful, wonderful people. Twitch works. Twitch works sometimes. Death Fears None has questions. What questions do you have? By the way, again, everyone, please screenshots in the Discord. It's more important now than it ever was before. Beartastic agrees and makes it all worth it. Next, Games in a Snap. Death Fears None. We don't actually definitely have a date for it. That's why we haven't. Check the Twitters, check the Discord. We are thinking August the 13th. Like Minxie Rose has said August the 13th, so that's basically what's going to happen. Okay, so yeah, let's say August the 13th, Cities Skylines, Rails in a Snap. Then, theoretically, September the 10th for RMC in a Snap. Oh, that's the date I told Minxie. Okay, that works. I have been told that I told Minxie that date. And with that, thank you very much. We will see you next time in a Snap.
Okay.
I will hold that until it works.